Salute, man. This is Nocturnal, man. This is gonna be a real quick video, man, because I'm driving. I gotta do a little bit of speeding to get home on time the way I want to get home. Take my little one to school. But I'm still thinking, man, about Ryan Garcia linking up with Derek James, sparring with Errol Spence or whatever, training with Errol Spence, and Derek James, man, is very wise to me. Usually when I listen to him do interviews, I could tell he's the type of person that thinks first, maybe even sometimes a double think before he speaks. And he look before he leak. He looks before he leaps, and he thinks before he speaks. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Besides, I just feel like the chain is only as strong as the weakest link. And when you got a team, you know what I'm saying, everybody in your team got to be strong. Mentally, physically, they got to have everything. Like when you got Errol Spence and people criticize Errol Spence for like, now look, I support Errol Spence 100%. So don't get this twisted. I'm just gonna call a spade because people can take shit out of context. Errol Spence has done things that you can put in certain perspectives and look at him in a funny way. Like, but it usually be stuff he do with his old lady or stuff he do with his family, which I feel like it's cool for a man to be like that with his old lady, but it's not cool to put it on social media. First of all, if it's an intimate moment, a playful moment, a moment where you like being some out of your normal character, or you, even a little, like, okay, for example, off subject, but I'm gonna bring it back. When Errol Spence was hugged up with his boy Yellow Beezy, people was talking so much shit, and kind of rightfully so. But I was the only one that was trying to defend it because I could defend shit, because I'm like, look, man, I done seen worse from dudes that's talking about regular dudes, but dudes that some people would think is like street dudes. Motherfuckers be certified, be street dudes, and man, you would see them kicking it and get drunk, and next thing you know, all kind of emotions. Oh, I love you, man. Oh man, you my brother, man. And I'll be like, hey, see, hey, to each is his own. That's not me, but I'm not knocking them, because for first of all, a lot of times men and black men don't want to never show no kind of emotion. And I feel like some people be holding in emotion. I'm not a type of person that hold in my emotion. I'm not an emotional person. Ever since I was a youngin', I've been real nonchalant about shit. I get emotional like when it's time, a place for everything. But on social media, with your best friend, hugging up and kissing on him, talking about I love you, you my brother, dude, that should have been just a moment with your family, your girl there, your kids there, your best friend there. That's cool for everybody to see you kind of be showing, like, it's cool for you to have don't take this the wrong way, but it's cool to have brotherly love. It's not like a man can't love no other man. Just keep that shit in a very small circle. Like, I love my dad, I love my brothers, and I got a best friend that I love like a brother. Other than that, there ain't no love for no other dudes that I can think of off the rip. It's like, that's 1, 2, 3, and that's blood, and then one that's not blood. You know what I'm saying? But kissing all on the cheek and pop, that's not me. So when Errol Spence was kissing Yellow Beezy on the cheek, that fucked with me too. But I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna take it and run with it like that. But that's weird to put that on social media. Okay, now that's Errol Spence. Cool. Still rocking with Errol Spence. Still think he would beat Terrence Bud Crawford. Still. Jermell Charlo, man, we know he very emotional, and had Like when he got that first loss to Tony Harrison, which I still think he won, still. But when he lost, man, he crying, and there's nothing wrong with a man crying. But people was talking all kind of shit. And then you just seen Jermell Charlo. Sometimes when Jermell Charlo get to talking, he get animated, and some of his mannerisms can be a little feminine. I'm not speeding like I'm supposed to be speeding. Let me speed up, man. So that's Jermell Charlo. Emotional. Sometimes he say some things and he do some things that have him get criticized as far as this YouTube box community. But as far as in the boxing ring, he take care of his business. Errol Spence in the boxing ring, he take care of his business. Frank Martin, he in the camp with Derrick James. That's what I'm saying. It's like these all, to me, solid dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what they do in their personal life really ain't my business, and I know it shouldn't be put out there for their personal life should be personal. It shouldn't be put out there. But when it get put out there, people can talk shit. Frank Martin, I haven't seen nothing come out on him that's weird or obscure. He's seen 100% all the way around solid. And in the ring, he definitely take care of business. I want to see him fight Keyshawn Davis. That's solid. So then they bring in Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua was shopping around. He was with McCracken forever. Then he left, and then he went and linked up with who did he try to go to and that didn't work out? Who was Anthony Joshua with? I can't even think right now who the fuck Anthony Joshua linked up with to do his rematch with Alexander Usyk. Was it Robert Garcia? I think he linked up with Robert Garcia. That didn't work out. Now he's moving around. I was kind of hoping he would go with Jamar Charlo trainer, or he would go with Derrick James back then. Either way, he linked up with Derrick James. Okay, so you got Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, you know, I always felt like it's because he's from across the pond, it's automatically going to be some kind of a lost in translation as far as his personality always has struck me as a little different, soft, or just different. You know what I'm saying? I try to bridge the gap and be like, man, you know, from over there, just different. And plus, he a gentle giant, but he can knock a motherfucker out in the ring. But after he got beat by Andy Ruiz, after he got knocked down by Vladimir Klitschko, and then after he got beat by Andy Ruiz, you can see that he just was a changed fighter, and so on and so forth. 2 losses to Alexander Usyk. He's still trying to rebuild himself mentally. So I can see Derrick James having his hands full trying to rebuild Anthony Joshua, who got all kind of cracks that if it's hit the right way, he'll fall shatter into 1,000 pieces. But you know, Derrick James doing his best to put them together solid, and maybe throw him in there with Deontay Wilder. We'll see what happens, right? That's cool. That is enough. Jermell Charlo, Frank Martin, Errol Spence, Anthony Joshua, Frank Martin, Errol Spence, and Derrick James. That's perfect, right? Cool. I don't understand Ryan Garcia, King Ryan, Kid Flash. That is a very weak link to have in your chain. That is a very interesting little character to add to y'all team. Like, what position is he really playing? I mean, I just don't see all the antics that he has done that I didn't see him do, and the way he acts on social media. It's just, to me, destined for him to do something that's going to make everybody look less. It just brings down the strength and the quality of that team. I mean, and it adds to all the negative stuff that get highlighted. Just automatically, when I seen the picture of Ryan Garcia with Errol Spence, I could see how it's going to affect what, not like it matters what people say. It doesn't, but it does at the same time too. You know what I mean? Like, now, with the amount of attention that Ryan Garcia gets, I can just imagine when people start throwing the camera in his face, asking him questions about Errol Spence and the shit that he gonna not necessarily say, because he can say some things that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, just covering. He knows how to respond to certain questions in a way that don't get him trapped up in trap questions. But it don't matter what he say when they do interviews. It doesn't matter what he's gonna be doing. You know, actions speak louder than words. Shouts out to Boss Hog K-Po through the door. Boss Hog K-Po. He made a video. I didn't even watch the video yet, but just the title was dope enough because it's true. Actions speak louder than words. So when Ryan Garcia be talking, even if he's talking great things about Errol Spence and Derrick James and Jamel Charlo and Frank Martin, it don't matter what he say. He can say all the right things. It matter what he do. And when he do something that's just Looney Tunes, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and silly rabbit tricks of the kids, when he do that, it's gonna make all them dudes look weak and soft, and it's gonna make Derrick James lose a little bit it's gonna make me lose a little bit of confidence in the wisdom of Derrick James, because I always looked at Derrick James as really that secret weapon when it came to Errol Spence versus Terrence Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always felt like, yeah, you throw Errol Spence in there by himself against Terrence Bud Crawford, he might get, you know what I'm saying, sliced up. But you put Derrick James in there, you got to put Derrick James against Bo Mack, and you put Derrick James and Errol Spence against Bo Mack and Terrence Bud Crawford, Errol Spence. I just didn't question that combination in that team. Same thing, Jamel Charlo, you can see him sometimes, he can get beat in a fight, but you put Derrick James in there, tighten him back, he gonna tighten him up, and he gonna beat Tim Tszyu, right? And even Anthony Joshua, he got it fighting Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber. Please, man, I'm thinking lights out. He getting knocked out, one hitter quitter. But you throw Derrick James in there, changes the whole game. And the way I look at it, like, oh, I don't know, man. Anthony Joshua with Derrick James, Frank Martin against Keyshawn Davis, Derrick James once again, Bo Mack sitting back eating a bag of Cheetos while you see Derrick James running miles and in good shape and speaking it all is solid and saluted. But then when you throw Ryan Garcia in there, it dilutes it. It takes some strong I ain't gonna say what I'm thinking. But you take something strong and pure and you dilute it and water it down and make it weak with Ryan Garcia. That's what I think, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel. This is Nocturnal Thoughts, man. I'm gone.